Thanks for clicking on the video. Here on our Mimic, we're going to do unboxing of a Heroscape core set. This is the third core set published by Milton back in 2007, and it is still factory sealed. The other core sets prior to this one were much larger, and so this is the start of the smaller core sets. The one after this is the D&D one, which can be a little hard to find, but I think this one is still plentiful. I checked on eBay, and you can find a couple of new sets for $99. Anyways, this set is titled The Conflict Begins, and obviously it is Marvel themed. There are 10 heroes / supervillains in this set, and 40 terrain pieces, so a lot smaller than the initial first two master sets. I'll do a detailed unboxing of this core set in a bit and show you all the cards, but before we do so, let's appreciate the cover. Obviously, we see the Incredible Hulk here, Spider-Man, Venom, and Doctor Strange and Iron Man up top. Here we have some examples of their pre-painted miniatures within. Yes, they come pre-painted. And they should have a terrain sticker on them as well, which the new version of Heroscape lacks. We also see the Incredible Hulk busting through a wall here. There is a large terrain piece within the set of a broken wall, and I think this cover is trying to emulate that. Let's take a look at the rest of the box. On the top, we see a depiction of our game board with the actual pieces. On the side panel, we see some character art here, same. On the bottom, some copyright material. And on the back of the box, we can see the components within. We see that this has that large terrain piece here, and it has a breakable wall section that can be removed. I'm sure in the rule set, we could see how this is going to be utilized. You see some terrain pieces. I don't think they're all gray. You can see that some of them are grass, but yeah, probably some of them are cement or whatnot. We have our heroes here. We have Spider-Man, Venom, Captain America, Red Skull. I shouldn't say heroes, I guess miniatures. Silver Surfer, Thanos, the Incredible Hulk, Abomination, Iron Man, and Dr. Doom. And yeah, it'll be pretty cool to utilize these figures on the terrain pieces here, but also in other board games like Marvel United or whatnot. Anyways, let's take a look at what else this has. The dice here will be the newer second edition dice where there is no red pool of dice and blue pool of dice. It has a generic white attack and defense. I do prefer the original first edition dice more though. It will come with its own turn markers and of course the cards associated with these miniatures, and we'll take a closer look at those in a bit. In case you're wondering, this is the only set with the Marvel Superheroes IP. There are many blister packs for Heroscape, but none of them have Marvel heroes. This is the only way to get them. On the channel, we like to create game scenarios mimicking famous movie scenes and comic book scenes. I'm sure I could do so with these characters. In fact, this might be the only way I could do team-type battles, not only against themselves, but versus the other Heroscape units in the original Milton run, which is full of real-life characters, like FBI agents, soldiers, Roman soldiers, things of that nature, which the new Heroscape is really lacking in. So it'll be fun to come up with those scenarios, and I'm sure we'll have a gameplay session later with my daughter. I think the first thing we'll do though is probably emulate the first mission that is in this core set. Welcome to the channel where we munch on multiple nerdy things from board games to Dungeons & Dragons, comic books to toys, video games on Saturdays, and gamer snacks on Sundays. We also do monthly giveaways, and this is our giveaway for the marvelous month of May. It's a set of Marvel Superheroes TSR gaming products. I'll put a link down below how you can win this awesome prize. If you're watching this from the future and sorry to miss out, you can click our main channel page for our current giveaway. If you do enjoy the video you're about to watch, hopefully consider hitting that like and subscribe and hype button. It's free to you and helps us out on the channel. Thanks so much for watching. In fact, it looks like this core set has 8 scenarios within it, and we'll see what those are momentarily. I think that's enough of overview. Time to get this unsealed. Should be easy to do. It's just held by tape on the ends. And I think I'm just going to start off with one side, and hopefully that'll be enough. We don't have to break the seal on the opposite side. Okay, looks like there is a cardboard tray within. All right. We have our cards within a plastic bag here. This looks like it will have a rule book as well. Let's take a look at this first. This is some, let's see, what is this? Assembling the warehouse ruin. This is that broken wall section. Slide the upper floor level of the warehouse ruin into the slot inside the wall. Make sure the notch in the floor fits the groove in the wall. So I guess there is a first story panel there besides the broken wall. So that's pretty cool. It's destructible. Okay, the city is under siege. Villains roam the streets, threatening all in their path. Heroes stand ready to defend the concrete kingdom as they face off in the ruined warehouse. Both sides have much to gain from this battle. When the dust settles, who will emerge the victor? Makes you wonder what's in the warehouse. All right, so, wow, look at this photograph. That's amazing. Must have multiple core sets combined. And I guess it's advertising for the Fortress Castle set, which we do have in the library in the basement somewhere. All right, and yeah, it's showing off some of the other units here. Very cool advertising for the game. Table of contents, describing the card notations, basic rules of the game. I believe he created a how to play for Heroscape, the main set. So we probably won't do that for this set, but when we do our gameplay featuring this set, we'll go over some of the basics during gameplay. But let's just flip through this rule book very quickly. You can see that this is customized for this actual set, and having photographs of the characters within here, utilizing the terrain pieces that come with this set. That's cool. Just glancing very briefly, but I don't think they would change any of the rules here. All right, so here is the warehouse ruin specific rules. So it has a detachable floor and detachable wall. It has a height of 9. These, okay. And then on this section here, talking about being upstairs, wall section is destructible. It can be targeted, destroyed, and removed from play. Let's see. So here they're showing how Captain America is going to use his shield throw. It has line of sight on the breakable wall section, and we attack it. Don't see notation here for the health of the breakable wall. Let's see. The breakable wall section is allowed 4 defense dice and any strong defense as specified on the breakable wall. Oh, there is a card for the breakable wall. Okay, so that makes sense why I don't see stats listed here necessarily. Okay, it does say it has a health 4. If the breakable wall section receives 4 wounds, the breakable wall section is destroyed. All right, so I don't think that you are able to destroy the upper floor here. That's just utilized for tactics, I suppose, but you can't break it. I'm sure you could create your own rules, though, to destroy that first floor if you like. Looks like we've got some glyphs here as well. Mysterious item glyph artifact, and then object of power glyph. Okay, so the rules for these glyphs will vary depending on the scenario. Let's move on. So here is a description on how to look and run the scenarios. All right, so I believe our first scenario is this one here. Genotech Battlefield, Master Game Theft at Stark Enterprises for 2 players. Basic game, Avengers Assemble. So I guess you're going to set the battlefield up like this, and this will be one scenario. the theft, and this will be another scenario, maybe a tutorial here. Here your goal is just to destroy all the opponent's figures, and here the goal is words out that an innovative new weapon system would revolutionize the way we do war. Gather a band of allies to take or guard Stark Enterprise's warehouse where the top secret weapon system is rumored to be. Okay, so here you're gonna take control of that warehouse ruins. Okay, so that's 2 scenarios there. And so here are 2 more scenarios. Escalating battle and Hulk mad. Love the title of that one. Let's see the setup of this, or the goal. You, as the Incredible Hulk, must try to destroy all of player 2 figures. And of course, you're supposed to survive as the opposite player. Avoid the Incredible Hulk while searching through the warehouse for a sleeping agent to put the creature to sleep. Now, this sounds cool. Maybe we'll run this one. Let's see. You may only use the Incredible Hulk, so the others will have a pre-made army of 1,250 points. So, I mean, how strong is Hulk? My goodness. So yeah, even though we have 10 characters in this game, some of them are really powerful, right? Like Abomination. I wonder how many points value he has. We'll find out on the cards very soon. Here is another scenario. So we're gonna set the battlefield like this. It's very linear here. This first one is called Mayhem in Manhattan. And this one's called Heroes, Villains, Friends, and Foes. And the last 2 scenarios we have, a very mad genius and Clash on the Streets. So I'll take a closer look at these scenarios in a bit, but wow, this Hulk one sounds pretty cool, especially being able to just utilize one character. I think that's pretty interesting. All right, so that's a look at the rule book here. Let's set that off this side. And we do have the cards here, and we can see the pre-painted miniatures right on top. I think we'll save this towards the end of the video. Let's take a look at the pieces here, the terrain pieces. So we got concrete here. Looks like 3 dark ones, 3 light ones. And part of the reason why I like to make these videos for this unboxing is so I know how to put everything back. All right, so this bag is holding the 2 hexagonal pieces. And we see various concrete ones, some probably grass terrain in here. We have a couple of singles. Okay. These are little, things, counters for damage. That was stuffed in the side. We have our dice. And inside this little protective cardboard is nothing. This is actually empty space, but it is trying to protect this breakable wall section. And it looks like there are also some pieces in here, a larger piece. And where are our turn markers? Maybe it's underneath here. Yeah, I think that's underneath there, the blue ones. Okay, so let's take a look at this breakable wall first. As far as opening up the bags within. These older sets, the adhesive has already sort of dried out. Easy to pull apart. Now, as cool as these sets are, the chore is, of course, putting everything back into the box so it will fit. Pretty difficult to do at times. All right, so let me see if I can figure this out without resorting to looking at the manual. Don't know if it clips in place. Oh, it actually does. All right, so I think it holds it. Yep. So that's pretty cool. The breakable wall. Let's see what it looks like on the opposite side. Yeah, you can use this for anything else. Warhammer, I suppose. Not too realistic in the fact that the brick has a sort of a washed out look. It's like desaturated red or something like that. Anyways, that's that. And we need the floor here. So let's see if I could get that assembled. All right. So this should somehow slide in here. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right. So that should be sturdy enough to hold other miniatures like in the picture. All right, so that's pretty cool. All right, we'll put that off this side. And let's take a look here. Oh, so yeah, these are our turn markers. And we can see the glyphs within. There's another one here. You can take a look at the artwork there. Put that off the side. All right, so let's take a look at each hero with the associated card. So let's start off with Captain America here, actually. All right, so Captain America is over here. Maybe I should pull him out first. It's really wedged in there. All right, so there is a sticker, and typically the Heroscape pieces, they have like a grassy, rocky terrain. This is concrete, so I don't recall seeing that before, so it may be just with it set. All right, but here is a look at his mini. Very detailed. There's even like a wash on him. Very cool. Here is his hero card. It's part of the Earth faction, I guess you want to say. Move 5, range 1, attack 6, defense 8. Really high defense. Here is a look at his advanced rules. Shield throws special attack, range 5, attack 4. When Captain America attacks with his shield, he may attack two additional times. He cannot attack the same figure more than once, though. Tactician, all friendly figures adjacent to Captain America add 1 extra die to their attack and 1 extra die to their defense. Counter-strike. When rolling defense dice against a normal attack from an adjacent attacking figure, all excess shields count as unblockable hits on the attacking figure. You can see his keywords here, and his point value is 220. I figured it would be high with his multiple attack, but pretty cool. All right, we'll set him off to the side. Next character we have is the Incredible Hulk, the biggest figure here in the set. Let's see if I could pop him out without breaking him. My goodness, these guys are really wedged in there. I may have to push them from behind. All right, boy. All right, so here is the Incredible Hulk. Very monstrous looking. Look at his character card here. Move 6, range 1, attack 8, defense 10, even higher than Captain America. And his point value is 370. Has a life of 8, and Captain America had a life of 5. So he has a Rage Smash 5. When Incredible Hulk attacks using a normal attack, he receives 1 extra die for each wound marker he has, up to a maximum of 5 extra dies or for a Rage Smash. Okay, so he goes berserk. He gets more angry. Awesome. Super Leap. Instead of his normal moves, Incredible Hulk may Super Leap. Super Leap has a move of 10. When counting spaces for his Super Leap, ignore elements. He may leap over water without stopping, leap over figures without being engaged, and leap over obstacles such as ruins. He may not leap more than 50 levels up or down. 50 levels. Can you imagine creating any Heroscape terrain with a 50 level height? I've never seen that before, but that would be pretty cool. If Hulk is engaged when he starts to leap, he will take any leaving engagement attacks. Hulk rolls 3 less attack dice on any turn that he chooses to super leap. Okay, so he cannot roll as much for his attack. Stomp special attack. Any figure adjacent to Hulk is afflicted by Stomp special attack. Roll 3 attack dice for all affected figures. Each figure rolls defense dice separately. Cannot attack using super stomp attack on the same turn as super leap. Okay, so once you leap, you can't attack. Or once you do a stomp attack, you can't do a regular attack. Okay, so that is a look at the Incredible Hulk. We'll put him off this side. Next character we have is Iron Man here. Let's see if I can talk him out easier. Thank goodness. All right, so here is Iron Man. I think his face mask looks a little bit strange. It's like there's some side painting for the cheeks. I don't know if I dig that or not. Anyways, the pose is cool. Here is a look at his character card. Move 6, range 6, attack 6, defense 8. He has a point value of 240, a life of 4. Double attack. When Iron Man attacks, he may attack 1 additional time. Flying. When counting spaces nor elevations, he may fly over water without stopping, pass people without engaging, fly over obstacles such as ruins. When he starts to fly, if he is engaged, he will take any leaving engagement attacks. Pretty standard stuff. Okay, so we'll put him off to the side. Next character is Spider-Man. Now this miniature looks really good. I don't know if you can appreciate all the detailing, the webbing of his costume and his painted eyes. Yeah, this looks really great. Fantastic. Okay, so Spider-Man has a movement of 6, range 1, attack 4, defense 7. Spidey sense 11. If Spider-Man is attacked by an opponent figure and at least 1 skull is rolled, roll the 20-sided dice. If you roll 1 through 10, roll defense dice normally. If you roll 11 or higher to 20, Spider-Man takes no damage and may immediately move using his Spider-Line 4 special power, which is down here. Instead of normal moves, Spider-Man may use his Swing Line. Swing Line has a movement of 4 when counting spaces and/or elevations. He may swing over water, go over figures without being engaged, etc. The limit is 40 levels. And if he is engaged, he will not take any damage when leaving engagement attacks. So the other characters do, but he does not. Web special attack, range 4, attack 3. Figures roll 1 less defense die when defending against Spider-Man's special web attack. All right. And he, if I didn't mention, he has a point value of 160 and a life of 5. All right, and that's a look at Spider-Man. Okay, next character is Silver Surfer over here. He is really wedged in there. Let's see, how can I get him out? There we go. All right, so here is the Silver Surfer. Pretty cool. He is on a clear base. There we go. Let's take a look at his character card. We have move 7, range 4, attack 6, defense 10. He has a point value of 320 with a life of 6. Stealth flying when counting spaces for his movement and or elevations, etc. And then if he is engaged, he will not take any leaving damage. So like Spider-Man, he can disengage freely. Cosmic Force Blast special attack, range 6, attack 6. If an opponent unique's hero receives at least 1 wound from the Cosmic Force Blast, roll a 20-sided dice. If you roll 16 or higher, you may remove 1 unrevealed order marker at random from that unique hero's card. So I guess you stun him or something. Hyperspeed 5 after taking a turn with Silver Surfer. The Surfer may move up to an additional 5 spaces. Silver Surfer cannot use Hyperspeed 5 if he is attacked with his Cosmic Force. If he attacked with his Cosmic Force. So if you use this, you can't do Hyperspeed. All right, so that is a look at Silver Surfer. Next character we have is Abomination. All right, here is Abomination. I don't know if I like this darker green coloration, but he does have a menacing grimace on his face. Okay, so he has a move of 6, range 1, attack 7, defense 10. Has a point value of 320. I believe that's the same as Hulk. Life of 8. Super Leap. Instead of his normal move, Abomination may Super Leap. He has a move of 10 when he does that. And then, let's see, 50 levels, just like Hulk. He will take any leaving damage, so he will get damaged if he disengages. Abomination rolls 3 less attack dice on the turn that he chooses to Super Leap, and he also has a Stomp attack, and I believe this is the same as Hulk. All right, so that is a look at Abomination. Thanos next. Okay, here's a look at his miniature. And let's see. Yeah, I don't see any Infinity Stones on his gauntlets, though. I guess if you want to, you could paint them in, but I guess that wouldn't count because his powers would be different then. So he has a move of 6, range 6, attack 7, defense 10. He has a point value of 360. I think that might actually be the highest. He has a life of 6, rejected by death at the start of each of your turn after Thanos. Let's see, let me read that again. At the start of each of your turns after Thanos has been destroyed, roll the 20-sided dice. If you roll 19 or higher, immediately place Thanos on a space adjacent to any figure you control and remove all wound markers from his card. So I guess he has a second chance, okay? But that's a hard roll to get. Flying, so when you fly, if he is engaged, he will take any leaving damage, okay? And so that is Thanos, Eternal. Next character is Venom, off in the corner here, with his tongue sticking out, as usual. All right. Here he has a movement of 6, range 1, attack 6, defense 7. Point value of 150 and a life of 5. Spire Sense 14. If he is attacked and you get at least 1 skull, roll 20-sided dice. On a roll of 1 through 13, you roll defense dice normally. On a roll of 14 or to 20, you take no damage. Okay, so for Spider-Man, it was better. It was at 11. So here you have less chance, but you still have a chance to avoid damage. Swing line 4, probably the same. And yeah, he does not take any damage when disengaging that way. And he also has a web special attack. Okay, so that is a look at Venom. Next up, we got Red Skull. Looks like he has some pistols here. has a move of 5, range 5, attack 5, defense 7. He has a health or life of 5 and a point value 190. Master Manipulator. After revealing an order marker on Red Skull's card, instead of taking that turn with Red Skull, you may take a turn with any unique hero you control within clear sight of Red Skull. Dust of Death. After moving and before attacking, you may either roll a 20-sided dice for each figure adjacent to Red Skull, or roll a 20-sided dice once for one figure up to 3 clear line of sights away. If you roll 19 or higher, that figure is destroyed. Wow. I'm assuming he has Tazerac with him or something like that. Okay, so that's a hard roll to get, but pretty powerful. Okay, so that is Red Skull. And the last one here is Dr. Doom. He's also wedged in tightly. Maybe this cape is caught on the plastic or something. All right. He did not break, thank goodness. All right, so here is Dr. Doom. And a look at his stat card here. Move 6, range 6, attack 6, defense 10. He has a point value 245, life of only 4, mind exchange 17. After taking a turn with Dr. Doom, you may choose any unique hero within 4 spaces, roll 20-sided dice. If you roll 17 or higher, take temporary control of that hero, and immediately take a turn with that chosen hero. At the end of that turn, control of the chosen hero returns it back to normal. All order markers that were on that chosen hero card will stay on that card. Flying, he could fly, and if he is engaged, he will take any leaving engagement damage. All right, and so that is a look at Dr. Doom. And we have one last stat card. This is probably for the wall. Yeah, okay, the breakable wall section with a life of 4, defense value of 4, which we found out in the manual. You can even see a little depiction of the breakable wall here. Strong defense. When rolling defense dice against a normal attack from small or medium figures, add 1 automatic shield to whatever is rolled, okay? So a little bit more difficult to break if you need to get into the warehouse. All right, so that has been our detailed unboxing of the Heroscape core set. The Conflict Begins, the Marvel specific one. Hopefully you found that helpful, especially for those of you that have a set at home and need to figure out how to put everything back in the box. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and keep on adventuring out there.